The first million is the hardest, because you start small. Small dollars, even at good rates, make small gains. Big money grows faster in absolute terms. Early on, your savings do most of the work. This is not a myth, it is simple math. No hype, no shortcuts, just facts. In this essay, we'll show you why, using clear, simple examples. 2 fundamental facts make the first $1 million the hardest part of the wealth-building journey. The first is that you are starting from zero or close to it. In the early years, the amount you save is vastly more important than the investment returns you generate. The growth of your money is a partnership between your savings and your returns. Savings returns. At the start, your savings are the senior partner, doing almost all of the heavy lifting. Your returns are the silent junior partner, contributing very little to the bottom line. This reality can be discouraging, but understanding it is key to staying the course. Let us use a simple, rounded example to illustrate this. Imagine you decide to save and invest $1,000 every month. Diversified portfolio stocks, bonds. You manage to earn an average annual return of 7%. In your first year, you will contribute $12,000 from your own pocket. The investment gains on that money invested incrementally throughout the year will be quite small. At the heart of this entire process is the concept of compound growth. Albert Einstein is often quoted as having called it the 8th wonder of the world. While the quote's origin is debatable, the power of the concept is not. Compounding is simply the process of your money earning returns, and then those returns earning their own returns. It is a cyclical process that, over a long enough timeline, produces exponential results. The key inputs are a consistent rate of return, and most importantly, time. Without a long runway, compounding cannot perform its magic. It is a quiet, patient engine that starts slow but builds incredible momentum. Let's break it down to its simplest form. Imagine you have $10,000 and you earn a 10% return in 1 year. At the end of the year, you have $11,000. You earned $1,000. The next year, you earn 10% again, this time on the new, larger balance of $11,000. Your gain in the second year is $1,100. The year after that, your 10% return is calculated on $12,100, yielding a gain of $1,210. The percentage return is the same each year, but the dollar amount of your gain increases. This is the acceleration that compounding provides. It is growth on top of growth. While your savings and market appreciation do their work, there is another component that can help you on your journey: dividends. A dividend is a portion of a company's profits that it distributes to its shareholders. When you own a share of a dividend-paying stock, you are a part owner of that business, and the dividend is your share of the cash earnings. Not all companies pay them. Younger, high-growth companies often prefer to reinvest all their profits back into the business to fuel expansion. Many large, established, stable companies generate more cash than they can effectively reinvest, so they return it to their owners. To truly grasp the impact of reinvesting dividends, let's compare 2 hypothetical paths to building wealth. Both paths start with the same discipline. You invest $1,000 every month for 25 years. Both paths also assume your investments generate the same total average annual return of 7%. The only difference is how that return is delivered. In Path A, the entire 7% return comes from capital appreciation, the price of your investments going up. In Path B, the return is split. 5% comes from capital appreciation, 2% comes from dividends, which are automatically reinvested. On Path A, the math is straightforward. You save $1,000 a month for 25 years. 300 months, contributing a total of $300,000. With a 7% average annual return from price growth alone, your portfolio grows to approximately $797,000. This is a fantastic result, turning your $300,000 in savings into nearly $800,000. It demonstrates the power of consistent saving and the long-term growth of the market. Now, let's look at Path B. You still save $1,000 a month for 25 years. You still contribute a total of $300,000. The total annual return is still 7%. However, each year, a 2% dividend is paid out and immediately used to buy more shares. This means your share count is constantly increasing, not just from your monthly purchases, but from the dividends themselves. The mathematical reasons for the difficulty of the first million are clear, but the journey is not just a math problem, it is a psychological one. The brutal truth is that building wealth is simple, but it is not easy. It requires you to fight against some of our most basic human instincts. You must delay gratification by saving money today instead of spending it. You must remain calm and continue investing when markets are falling and every headline is screaming about a crash. You must have the patience to stick with a plan for decades, even when the results in the early years feel insignificant and disappointing. One of the biggest psychological hurdles is the feeling of slow progress at the start. When you save and invest for 5 years and find that your own contributions still make up the vast majority of your account's value, it is easy to get discouraged. This is where a focus on dividends can be a powerful mental tool. Watching your dividend income, even if it is small, provides a tangible and positive feedback loop. You can see your paychecks from your investments grow quarter after quarter. Markets do not go up in a straight line. They experience corrections and sometimes severe crashes. It is tempting to try to sell before a drop or wait for the all-clear signal to get back in. History shows this is a losing game. The best days in the market often follow the worst days. Missing just a handful of them can decimate your long-term returns. The key is to accept volatility as the price of admission for higher returns. You must have the conviction to keep investing your planned amount, month in and month out, regardless of the noise. Buying during downturns means you are acquiring assets at a discount. Therefore, the practical moves you make must be designed to support this long-term, patient mindset. The most important step is to automate your savings and investments. We have explored the math and the mindset. The first million is the hardest. You are building the foundation from scratch. Your savings do most of the work for a very long time before the magic of compounding takes over. This journey is not a mystery. It's a clear, number-driven game. Dividends can be a valuable ally, steady cash flow for reinvestment, a psychological boost along the way. There are no secrets. The path is paved with discipline, not tricks. The math will work if you give it time and fuel. Here are clear, actionable steps to build your blueprint. This is not financial advice. It's a framework. First, focus on your savings rate. You control this variable. Aim to save a specific percentage of income and increase it over time. Even a 1% annual increase compounds massively. Automate savings so they are invested before you spend them. Out of sight, out of mind. Think of it like trying to start a fire with just 2 sticks. The initial effort is immense. You rub and rub, generating friction and heat, but for a long time you see nothing but a little smoke. Your arms get tired. You question if it will ever work. All the energy is coming from you. But then, a tiny ember appears. You nurture it, protect it, and feed it small twigs. Slowly, it grows into a small flame. This small flame can now create more heat on its own. It begins to catch larger twigs. It begins to catch small branches. Before you know it, you have a self-sustaining fire that generates tremendous warmth, all from that one tiny, hard-won ember. Your first dollar invested is that initial friction. Your monthly savings are the constant rubbing of the sticks. The first $10,000, the first $100,000. It is that tiny ember. It is a critical milestone, but it still requires most of the energy to come from you. From your paycheck, from your savings discipline. Your investment returns are there, but they are like a faint glow, not yet a powerful flame. The magic happens when the fire, your investment portfolio, becomes large enough to generate its own significant heat, its own substantial growth. At that point, your money starts working for you in a way that truly matters, accelerating the journey far faster than in the beginning.